We are here in Frederick, Maryland. We are right by the Rice Tire. We are with Sean Porter and the infamous, or the famous, White Rabbit. Hey, White Rabbit. Hi. All right, so Sean Porter, you're out here today. You're protesting, I don't want to assume, but it's Rice Tire, yes?
Well,
You're out here protesting today?
a Rice Tire employee looking like he was on company time in an employee uniform, company work truck, molested Ron Benghazi Headland on camera for 8 minutes, and we put it on the internet, and, you know, they got a bunch of nasty phone calls, and it kind of died down, and then 2 weeks later, the owner, Chris Chase, he owns Tires Plus, Milo Property Management LLC, Mr. Tire, Donald B. Rice Tire, basically a whole bunch of like little subsidiaries, all of which will be published later. They did not apologize on behalf of the company, even though he represented the company in this vicious verbal attack on an elderly 63-year-old man, where they were saying that he was a and they were going to beat his ass and all this other stuff. The owner then ran his mouth and said that we selectively edited for Viewpoint the video. He said that I do setups. Literally, our protester was holding a sign against President Biden, and our protester used to work for Donald Trump. He was actually a driver for a Trump motorcade in Virginia, and Secret Service clearance and everything. And he's saying that the 63-year-old man that took this video completely raw, it was edited for Viewpoint and it's all a setup and all this other stuff. No, it isn't. The guy got attacked on the side of the road for free speech that this guy didn't like. He didn't like the F word, but he used it a dozen times. The guy's grandfather had come out and physically attacked the rabbit for the same exact sign. We have that on video too. So the older guy attacked this younger guy dressed up as a rabbit, and then the grandson came and attacked Ron, the 63-year-old. So this guy is unhinged. His grandson is unhinged. Rice Tire employs this guy, and they stand behind him 100% because they didn't want to issue a statement, an apology, nothing. And then to double down 2 weeks later and have the owner spreading false and defamatory information and shining me in a false light to individuals who then repeated what he said all over Facebook on certain groups that I'm privy to.
White Rabbit, how do you feel about this situation? We know Ron Benghazi is a good friend of yours. What's on your mind right now? Good, bad, indifferent? Bad, not good? Not good. Okay. Are you sad that Mr. Benghazi got it? Yeah? You know,
He's actually shaking on the video. He was actually shaking because he was in fear for his life from this guy.
But this isn't the full reason that you're out here today. Then you said there's this new development where this gentleman, this Donald B. Rice.
Chris Chase, the owner of Donald B. Rice, Tires Plus, Mr. Tire, Milo Property Management LLC,
Made
and
a statement about
others.
you.
Yeah.
What was this statement? Walk us through the statement he made about you and what you find offensive about it.
Well, I find anyone that lies about me to be repugnant.
Okay.
And this gentleman said that I do setups and that I edit for Viewpoint, and it was raw footage from a 63-year-old man that could barely work a camera. And they're saying that we selectively edited it to show the guy, making all these threats and stuff. There's no selective editing. I mean, the guy clearly came up, threatened to beat his ass, said a whole bunch of horrible things about him, got in his face, incited him.
So I guess, White Rabbit, you were not there to watch this incident with Ron, were you? You weren't there. What would you have done if you were there with your good friend Ron? What would you have done? Would you have tried to help him? Maybe de-escalate? Yeah? Yeah? Show me your best one. Show me your best move. Oh, wow. That would do a little bit of damage. So if somebody is thinking of maybe getting a new set of tires, or maybe an oil change, maybe getting their brakes checked, brakes serviced at Rice Tire, what would you say to that person?
I would say that if you want to go to Rice Tire, you're supporting tyranny, and you're supporting the suppression of free speech.
So the last thing that I want to touch on, because you said that one of the statements, and I want to get you on record, clear on this. He said that you were editing or doctoring the videos.
Yes, editing for Viewpoint.
Now, I'm not asking you to prove a negative here, right? But could you?
Yes, I can do it in court. I've got screenshots. I've got names. I'm ready to be deposed. I'm ready to go to court.
Do you have any final gestures for us, Mr. Rabbit? All right.
And just for the record, you should not mess with anybody who's associated with me, because if you mess with one of us, you're messing with all of us. I stand up for the little guy. If someone was attacking the poor innocent rabbit over here, I would be there to support him. If anyone was to mess with anyone that shows up at our protest locations, we're all going to join together and go after that individual in any legal way that we can.